All right, boys and girls, hopefully you got your handwriting done and you did your very best handwriting using the handwriting lines and using your pencil to write your tricky words. Today, we are actually going to work on our reader. Now, I had sent the reader home. Of course, you always know to write your first name on there, and you've had lots of practice to be reading. Hopefully, you've practiced reading to mom and dad, maybe brother, sister, maybe your favorite stuffed animal. That's all right. Remember, we need to practice. If we want to be a better reader, we have to practice. All right, so make sure you're doing that and being super helpful when mommy and daddy ask you to practice your reading. All right, let's go ahead and open our readers, and you should see this beautiful picture here. All right, now, I know you can look at this and you guys know what this is a picture of. What is that? Yeah, that's a boat. See a beautiful boat there with the beautiful sunset. Thank you, Jesus, for the beautiful sunrise and sunsets that we enjoy each day. And we're going to be looking right here. This is our title. And again, boys and girls, just like always, if you need to mark the vowels, that's always okay. Mom and Dad, that's just a strategy to help us. Hopefully we'll be getting away from that, but if it helps us right now, let's make sure that we're marking them correctly. We don't mark tricky words. And of course, we practice using our pointer if needed. We're using it to help track our eyes. And if they need to use their pointer, that's fine. If they don't, that's okay too. That's just another little strategy to help us as we're moving along. All right, so boys and girls, I'm going to hold this up and you're going to be reading, and then we'll read it together. All right, so we're going to start on the title. It's a tricky word. Let's read that together. The big boat. All right, you probably read that a lot faster than I did trying to read it here on the video, so you did a great job. The big boat. All right, let's go ahead and read this together. And if you've already read this several times and you've got it in your head, that is awesome. The boat will sail. All right, let's read that again. You keep reading it out loud. All right. The boat will sail. You had some tricky words. You had some two vowels, go walking, short. Remember, our brain's all over the place. It's going short, long, two vowels, magic E. That's okay. Tom and I, there's that capital I by itself. That's talking about myself. I will sail in it. All right. I like the big boat. All right, hopefully I didn't go too fast, and hopefully you've read this story enough, because you've had this reader for a while, that you were able to read through that pretty quickly. All right, Mom and Dad, if they're not, that means they need to go back and practice that, all right? We should be able to read that pretty smoothly. We've had all these letter sounds, boys and girls. We know how to take our pointer and move it along. So again, we should be able to read this pretty quickly. All right. Actually, let's just go back and do that and read it a little quicker, and Miss Paris won't stop on each one, just like we were reading a story to somebody. Start back at the beginning. The big boat. And I'm going to move my pointer out of the way just so I can see, but if you need to use your pointer, that's okay. The boat will sail. Tom and I will sail in it. I like the big boat. All right, so make sure you're reading that. I'm sure you're doing a great job, boys and girls. Now, think about that story. Again, anytime we read a story, we want to kind of think about what did we just read in the story. Boys and girls, who is going to sail in that boat? Did you hear who it was? All right, you should be saying Tom and I. As you're reading through, you want to listen to what you're reading. All right? Good job. Again, Mom and Dad, I would always point out sentences. We would talk about that period at the end, the capital, kind of bring in all those different skills even on that one little story there, okay? Again, extra practice. All right, boys and girls, let's turn your page. We're not going to read this whole reader today. So everybody take a deep breath. We're not going to read the whole reader, but we are going to practice reading. And again, if you've been working super hard for Mom and Dad, I know that you can read this. Let's take a look at this. Isn't that cute, boys and girls? Look at that little girl. She has got a cute little animal there. And what is that? Yes, it is a kitty cat, a cat. Give me a thumbs up if you have a cat. All right, I don't have a cat. I have a dog, but some of you might have a cat. If you have a cat, what's your cat's name? All right. Now, the name of the girl is going to be even in the title. All right. It's going to be a long A, magic E. It's a K. We know, kind of crazy, cat starts with a C, K, and this girl's name is K also, but it starts with a K. Kate. Kate. Everybody say, hi, Kate. This is Kate. Kate. Whoops, that's not cat. It's got him. All right. Sorry, I'm looking at that backwards. That's got with a G. Cat does start with a C, though. Kate got him. All right. Again, let's keep reading. The tricky word. Here's my word. Cat fell in the pond. Pond. Okay, do you guys know what a pond is? Look here at the picture. Get the cat, Kate. Now, I read that a little more excitement because it's got that exclamation point at the end. Get the cat, Kate. All right, there's that C for cat and K for Kate on there. All right, make sure you're reading along. The cat got wet, but Kate got him. All right. Ooh, that helps a little better to put it closer up there. You are following along on your reader, but again, make sure if you need to mark the vowels or use your pointer. All right. There's our picture of Kate and the cat that she got. All right. Now let's think again about that story. What happened to the cat? Can you tell me what happened to the cat? Yeah, he fell in the water, didn't he? He fell in the water, but who got the cat? Yes, you should be saying Kate. The cat, we don't have the cat's name in our story, fell in the water, and Kate got the cat. All right, good job. Hopefully you're reading along nicely on those sentences. All right, we're going to do one more. All right. Ooh, baseball. Give me a thumbs up if you like baseball. All right, give me a thumbs up if you like Cardinal baseball. Yeah, we love the Cardinals, don't we? And I have a feeling some of my friends are baseball players. And that's what we see in our picture today. We see a baseball player. All right, we're also going to find out his name when we read our story. But the title tells us, there's that tricky word again, the big game. There's a G, magic E. The big game. All right, let's find out his name. Here we go. It's going to have two vowels. It's a short name, but it does have two vowels, so I'm still going to sound that out. Joe. Everybody say, hi, Joe. This is Joe in our story. Joe is at bat. Hit it, Joe. Now, if I was reading that, I would read with some expression there, a little more excitement, just like we would if we were at watching a real baseball game. Joe is at bat. Hit it, Joe. I'm going to read that a little differently with that exclamation point. All right. Joe, same boy's name, hit it. Run, Joe, run. Again, exclamation point. If I'm cheering somebody on, I'm going to say, run, Joe, run. I want it to have expression. Run to the base. And if you play baseball or you watch baseball, you know those are called bases. First base, second base, third base. That's what a base means. Run to the base. All right. His team did win the game. All right. You probably read that pretty quick and did a great job reading it. All right, now, when you were reading that, I want you to think about what kind of game is Joe playing? You should be saying baseball. It was a baseball game. And who won the game? Do you remember? Joe's team. Remember that last sentence, it says, his team did win the game. All right, so boys and girls, hopefully you were reading along. We only read 3 stories today. We read The Big Boat, Kate Got Him, The Big Game. Now, we will read some more in this reader, and you are going to be getting another new reader in your packet, but we're still going to read through this one. This one's the one that you've had for a little bit, so you've had plenty of time to practice. Mark the vowels if you need it. If mom or dad says, hey, we need to work on that a little bit, you say, yes, mom, yes, dad, I want to practice because I want to be a better reader, and you practice on those readers, okay? I know you can do a good job. After that, boys and girls, we're going to need to go ahead. We need to work on our phonics again. Of course, these skills help us do that reader. If we want to be a better reader, we're going to have to work on those skills and good practice. All right, we're on page 141 and 142 on the back. A lot of things that we've already done, super easy for you. First and last name again with your pencil. It's got a house at the top. We always write our first and last name. We're going to mark the vowels and read the words. Boy, we get a lot of practice with that, don't we, boys and girls? You should be super fast. And again, mark them. And again, mom and dad, if they need to mark them and then go back and read them, sometimes that helps. Some of the kids like to mark them as they go through. Whatever works for them is fine. The goal, of course, is to be able to read them quickly so that when they're done, they can read it. Also, boys and girls, I see a TR, so remember that trust sound. I see a ST, st sound we've talked about. GR, gr sound. DR, dr sound, PL, pl, and PR, pr. Make sure you're putting those sounds together as you go through. Down here, we see sentence and a blank. Boys and girls, you'll need to read your choices. And again, mom and dad, I always tell them, read all your choices before you fill in under the one that you think works. Sometimes it sounds good, but boy, there might be one that fits a little better. So read all your choices before you choose which one should be there. And then go back and read it. Did that make sense? Mm-hmm. And if it did, you made the right choice. All right, more practicing reading. Again, always a-okay to mark vowels even on something like this. Even though it doesn't say, we can always mark our vowels. Again, reading tricky words, magic-y, and at the bottom I see short vowels, tricky, again, on all this. All right, so you'll need to work on that. On the back, it's kind of like that puzzle pages we've done before where they left off a letter. They left a line where the vowel should be. All right, and you're going to have to circle the letter that makes a word. Then you get to draw a picture of what it is. So if we did the first one together, I see a C blank, K-E, then I see an A and an E. I'm going to try both of them to see which one makes more sense. I know there's a magic E, so I'm going to make the long A sound. Ache. Okay, cake sounds good. I read a story today about cake, but I'm going to try the E. Eek. Keek. I know the A was the better choice. So I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to circle the A, and then I'm going to draw a picture to go with that word. So that word was ache, cake. So what am I going to draw a picture of? Yep, I'm going to draw a picture of a cake. When I'm done, I can go back and use my crayons and color, but let's do all our reading and our drawing and then go back and we can use crayon time and detail time on that. All right, again, make sure I tried the E to make sure before I drew that picture of a cake, get the best choice, all right? And then at the bottom, you're going to use the color code over here, with our color words. You guys remember our color songs, B-L-U-E, B-L-U-E, B-L-U-E. What color is that? Yep, that's blue. What about the next one? G-R-E-E-N, G-R-E-E-N, G-R-E-E-N. What is that one? That's green. O-R-A-N-G-E, O-R-A-N-G-E, O-R-A-N-G-E is orange. So it's the sh. And again, boys and girls, when you go over here, you need to read the word and then color it with the correct crayon color. Be careful. You might see it at the beginning. It might be at the end. Just like sh might be at the beginning, might be at the end, and might be at the beginning, might be at the end. Again, so boys and girls, lots of sounding out, lots of reading. I know you can do it. We've done this before, but you even get to do some drawing and coloring on that. So make sure reading, we're going to read some more next time, and sounding out and reading our words. I know you can do all that, all right? Give yourself a big pat on the back. Let's do 3 big pats. 1, 2, 3. You're doing a great job. Keep it up. I know Mom and Dad are proud of you, and I'm very proud of you too. Do your best.